Hey again, everyone at Lighthouse. Hope you're all doing really well. Thanks for joining us again on these devotions during the week and listening to the songs. I really pray that God's been speaking to you. As we wrap up this little devotional series, we are going to be talking about a song called "Awake My Soul" by Hillsong. Again, it's going to be attached below in the comments, or there'll be a way for you to watch it and listen to it. But yeah, we chose this song just to kind of round off devotions this week. And I wanted to ask you, Tim, why is this song such an important song to be listening to at the moment? Same question we've been asking.
Yeah, I think it's been a good question to ask for all the songs we've been talking about. But again, for this song, I think again it's just that reminder that any time in our life, any point, any low point, any high point, we are called to worship God. That's a command that we're given, and this song is just a great reminder that even in the most difficult of times when we maybe don't feel like worshiping God, actually, we need to be worshiping God. It's a command, it's a call that we have. So yeah, it's this song called "Awake My Soul" and sing His praise aloud. It's just here to encourage us to worship God. And Connor, I'll ask you the question of what does worship do at this time? Why is it so important that we, as followers of Christ, are worshipping God during this time?
Yeah, I mean, simple answer to that is that we're called to worship God regardless of our circumstance. But this song, I think, in the bridge, if you look at the lyrics, again, we'd really encourage you to look at the lyrics and listen to the lyrics to the songs. But this song, it talks about the bowels of hell begin to shake when he moves. When we pray, the bowels of hell begin to shake. And I kind of heard that and I was like, flipping heck, like, okay. But if anything, whether that's a metaphor, whether that physically happens, I personally don't know the answer to that. But if anything, it shows just the power and impact of our worship, that we might just think we're tuning into Lighthouse live on a Sunday morning, listening along to different worship songs, or we're putting worship on whilst we're doing the washing up, because what else are we doing at the moment? And sometimes we might just be singing along, but actually worship isn't just something that starts when we start singing and then stops then, or isn't something that is kind of done half-heartedly. When we worship in spirit and truth, we're joining in with a song that's being sung, all the time, non-stop. We're joining in with the angels, we're joining in with nature praising God, with other people praising God. And worship has that kind of impact where the bowels of hell are shaken, because worship is a weapon. Worship is something that we have the privilege to do. So I think, being reminded of that is an encouragement that when we're engaging in worship at the moment, although it's so different and maybe for us it doesn't feel as significant or powerful because we're not with our other believers, some of us are just in our bedrooms on our own, some of us are just in a living room. When you sing in spirit and truth and you give your worship to God in your house, in your wherever you are, it does have an impact, and things happen and things shift, and God receives that worship as so let your soul be awakened at this time, and let God stir it up within you. Be encouraged that whether we go back into the building tomorrow, or if we don't go back into the building for ages, God is still going to be doing so much for his church, and that you're joining in with a bigger thing that's going on when you worship. So your worship matters and it needs to be done. So it's just an encouragement. I think all of these songs this week, I think, are the encouragement that we need to be worshiping. We need to be don't let your faith be crushed by the circumstance. There's a God who's bigger than all of it, and we know him personally, and what a privilege that is. But be reminded of that as we kind of take on this new year. So everyone, we really hope that this has been an encouraging set of devotions, and we really pray that they've spoken to you. Keep listening to the songs, or check out the songs if you haven't heard them all yet, and just be asking that question, God, what are you saying to me with this? And simply worship him when you do that as well. But have a great weekend, everyone, and we will see you very soon.
See you guys.